Good morning. Yes, I am the secret story finder. And if you want to know how we do that, we're talking about that this afternoon at 2:30 in storyteller marketing. So my agency is called Expansion Plus. We're an internet marketing and PR agency. We're based in Pasadena, California. And we also have a tool that was built specifically for marketing and PR people who are not technical and would like to be able to optimize content, upload it to their website, create links, put it in feeds, do all these wonderful things that this technology can do. And we actually don't know how that happens. I have no idea how it happens. I think little fairies come and take my content. And lo and behold, it shows up in Google. But this is an interesting piece of information from a Google patent application. And it says that if you change the rate of, if you increase the rate of change of how you upload content on your site, they're likely to take more notice of that content. And they have said very openly, although the whole big Google algorithm is a huge secret, the Google engineers have been very open in saying what you have to do to get good ranking. They just published an SEO starter guide a couple of weeks ago. And again, in there they say, we want good, fresh, exclusive content that's relevant to the search term. And we would like to see that other people are referring to your site or your blog on those keywords so that we know that other people think you're an authority on this subject and you have great content. And it's not content that's just been sitting there for 5 years. We want to see it changing. So RSS is incredible. It's really good on a blog. And it is one of the things that makes the blog so successful. It's one of the things that makes the whole of social networking and social content so successful. Twitter runs on a feed. The only reason you know what your friends on Facebook are doing is because it's running on a feed. So kind of running underneath all of this Web 2.0 is like the lifeblood of it is these little vessels that are RSS feeds. And that's what the content is running around in. So feeds are incredibly good on blogs, but they can be just as powerful on ordinary web content. Not to say that you shouldn't have a blog, you absolutely should. But there are many other areas of content that you could be syndicating as well. And you could be getting just as much value out of all these other kinds of content as you can from your blog. And why is RSS good for SEO? Well, the first one is, if you're constantly putting in new content into the feed, you're increasing that rate of change. So Google then sees this as something that they should take notice of. Every time you add more content, if you're smart, you're going to be optimizing it. So you'll have more and more optimized content on the site. Feeds tend to just grow legs and find places and reach into other areas and find new markets for you. Now, I'll give you one example. We did some work for a company that was in the telecommunications industry, and they were supplying business phone systems to small businesses. And we started an industry news feed about voice over IP and why these kind of phone systems were helping small businesses. And because the feed had such good content in it and it was being available in an RSS feed, it was found and republished on other sites. A journalist who was writing an article found that feed on another site and tracked back through the links and found this company and did a big interview with their CEO. So that's how you can find new markets. It will, because of that, also drive qualified traffic to your site because the links are found all over. And because there are these links, you're getting more inbound links, which helps your SEO. So here are some ideas of what you could do. What kind of content could you have on your site that could be syndicated? As Lee said, news content. You really need to have good news content. Even in the SEO Basics session yesterday, they were talking about universal search and how that's changed the way that Google is displaying their search. and news is one of the biggest items that is clicked. If there is a news item there, that's what will get clicked. So you may not yet have your website on page 1 for a keyword, but there is an opportunity for you to almost immediately have content available in the news that would then end up on page 1 for those keywords. We've had that happen. So a good newsroom with an RSS feed is something you should certainly have. Product information. This is a company out in Los Angeles. They're only local. It's Pacific Outdoor Living. They do patios and ponds and pathways, all that kind of stuff. Pardon me. And they have this feed where they have articles about their products and how to use their products. Ideas for outdoor living. Actually, I just want to tell you, talking about reaching other markets, they decided that they wanted to expand from where they had only been delivering in LA County, and they wanted to work in Ventura County. So they started including those keywords like patio pavers Ventura County, outdoor living Ventura County in their articles, and almost immediately they started to show up in search on those terms. And so they then started getting calls from people in that other area, and that expanded their market.